announcements. Lots of announcements. Here we come.
Announcements.
24.
News.
All right. We have some big announcements.
Big news.
Big boy in the room. Moving on up. Super official announcements right now. All right. Tell him. You got to tell him. I'm not telling him.
So going into 2024, I will be one of the new judges.
That's right. You're a judge, bro.
I'll be one of the new judges.
Come on, you stoked or what?
I'm pretty pumped. You know what I mean?
Come on, bro. An FD judge.
That's something I've talked to you
real?
about. You know what I mean?
That's real right now?
Yeah, it's real. It's down. You know what I mean?
It's official.
I get to say what I say
sure?
goes.
Are you sure?
I'm trust me. I've known for a while and I haven't said anything because I wanted to make sure that it was legit. You know what I mean? You know how you can be like, oh yeah, I'm going to be a judge, and then it's like, oh,
it ain't
something
done till it's done.
Yeah.
Like it's in wax.
Yeah, no,
it's on wax.
Now it's for real. You know, now it's the real deal. So I'm pretty excited on that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now there is going to be some changes to what it looks like up there.
Yeah, what does that look like? Like what's going on next year, judging wise, in that tower?
So what it's going to be now is there is going to be 4 judges. All right, now it's going to be Robin Ishida,
yes,
Ryan Eggert,
yes,
myself, and there's Vernon from Drift Masters. He also yeah, homeboy. And
that's crazy. That's a wild card.
And he judges a lot. Like he goes, I don't know how many events he's done last year, but like he's always was just judging and doing all that. You know what I mean? So
that's a wild card, bro.
A lot of experience going in there. I like to think that I'm kind of coming in and filling in like that grassroots drifter kind of came up on the East Coast type of void. So it's like, I like what you said a while ago. It's like, yeah, you're kind of like the people's judge. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, to me, I say that because a couple things. It's like you drive, and not just like drive, but like all the time. Like, you know, so many different different series you've been in, or we've traveled around together, all the bash tour stuff, the grassroots stuff, US drift,
yeah, a lot of US drift,
but like, you know, everything for years. It's been going on for years. You've been doing this. You have your own school. So I think it's like all those things. It's like, to me, like you're a judge of the people. Like that's how I picture it, you know, like you're one of us. You understand, but also like when we go over the runs and the battles and stuff like that, and the stuff that I learned from you, like it's cool because I know I have a perspective of more of a fan or like someone a little bit behind the scenes, but you have a little bit more of an official view. So it's cool to find where that comes together, and I think like, you know, that's the key takeaway is like, that's why I say, oh yeah, you're a judge of the people, or like for the people, you know?
And I definitely try to take like their point of view into consideration, because like I was someone that was a fan. I paid that whatever it was, $30-$40 back in the day, sat in the stands, went from the stands, worked for the crew, was part of a crew, then ended up becoming a spotter. Kind of just climbed up the ranks all the way up there. So it's
right.
I know what it kind of feels like
that
to be
part
like,
too. I didn't even mention that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like to like what like
we were on the team with Kaufman.
Oh yeah, Kaufman,
yeah,
dude. And
that was awesome.
It's just cool to kind of have all those experiences and then finally be they kind of just look at it like, hey, listen, we want you to come with the knowledge that you have and apply it to the grand stage of you know, professional drift and Formula drift. So that's awesome. You know what I mean? Especially for what I do, having a school, what I represent, what I have going on. I think it speaks a lot of volumes.
Hold on a second. So what do you think it's going to be like? I mean, this is so exciting to me too, like just seeing us come so far and me watching you the whole way, you know? But for 24, how are you going to rule? With an iron fist, or like what's on your mind about that stuff? Like, what do you see the future, or what?
I think the approach that I'm taking is that I don't want anything to really change. I don't want my mindset to really change at all. Like I've always been someone that's been pretty blunt, straightforward, and kind of called a spade a spade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
at all of these
Straightforward.
big competition events that I've gone to, and I try to understand the perspective of all the drivers. So I think it hasn't really hit me yet that I'm doing it. And I think that's good because I'm just going to kind of keep that same consistently going into FD. I've judged a lot of these dudes in other events, so nothing's really different other than the stage. And I think that's what they want. They're just someone that's just going to be like truly unbiased. Pretty much how, Brian Eggert has pretty much taught me. And so I'm pretty much prepared on that aspect of it. So I'm excited for that. I mean, in other words, to me, it's just another day in the office, watching people drift. But it's the best seat of the house, so I'm really looking for that. If anything, I'm looking forward toward air conditioning.
Oh my God.
Air conditioning, bro. What? Air conditioning, all the amenities.
Tell me the
and stuff
perks
like
you get.
that.
Tell us the
I don't know
perks
what the
you get,
perks are
dude.
yet, but trust me, we will
You
make
get
it.
like 50% off FD shirts or
I
hats and stuff or something.
I better
Oh,
get something. I better get a care package. You know what I mean? Like,
shit.
I'll let you. We'll do a whole video on like what was my first year and what are the perks on it. I'll let you know what the food situation.
Judging
is
my
like.
first event, it went swell.
We'll find out what the catering service is like.
No, I'm excited. I can't wait to see it. So, what's the first event?
Long Beach.
Long Beach. That's right. Yeah, it's always the first event.
It's going to be the first one that I'm going to judge. Since I did say there's 4, we are going to rotate.
Right. So, how's that rotation?
I have a rough idea. I don't want to say exactly what those are because they might be subject to changing. I mean, not a big secret or anything, but
secrets.
I'm pretty sure I'm doing
big secrets.
I'm pretty sure I'm doing Long Beach and I'm doing Atlanta. So I'm pretty sure I'm definitely doing those. And then from that point forward, I think that's when the rotation starts and stuff like that.
Atlanta's a burner.
Remember, you got Bernard, who's coming over from Europe or wherever else in the world he's at when stuff is going on. Brian Egger, who's always busy doing stuff. Then you got Robbie Nishida, who's, he frequently goes back to Japan.
Right.
So there's a lot of that going on. So I'm excited.
Does FD Japan?
FD Japan,
yeah.
FDJP, I believe.
That's so cool.
So I'm pumped. I mean, honestly, I'm the new guy on there, so I'm just kind of excited to just be there and just kind of soak it all in. It's a really great opportunity for. Is
it nice to have 2 new guys? You guys are like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even feel like it's like. I have Brian there. I have Brian Egger. So I mean, like, it feels like home. It feels like someone like you can turn to, and Nishida too. Like Nishida reminds me from way back in the day when I was with Kaufman.
Right.
And I'm sure Vernon's just like all the other guys that I've met from Ireland, the people that I've dealt with, like Dave and all them, and Egan, all those people.
Yeah, they seem super fun.
I'm sure it's going to be an awesome year for sure. I'm truly excited.
Yeah, I wonder what it's gonna look like. I wonder how many comments and hate mail you're gonna get. I wonder all the negative and the positive comments. I want to know. I mean, right? Like, there's gonna be some haters. You saw that thing Brian Egger said he doesn't like accept people on Facebook until a certain time of the year.
Yeah, he says he turns off his notifications and like I don't know.
You're gonna be that guy?
Nah, I think I would be. I don't think I can. I don't think the people will allow me to be that way. To be honest with you, I think everybody knows that I don't really shy away from that type of stuff. So I'm just gonna keep it going the way it is. And like honestly, me coming from where I come from, with being around Club Loose and dealing with those attitudes, and just being from the Northeast, like I don't really think anything some dude at a drifting event or some dude on the internet's really gonna faze me. So it's like I said, to me, it's just another day at the office. You know what I mean? At the end of those days, most of those people are never gonna line up with me at Grid at any point. Yeah, I mean, like it's like whatever.
Line up at Grid with you? What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, like the people on the internet. Yeah, I mean, drivers is a whole other thing. You know what I mean? Like,
we'll have a drive off.
Yeah, but like the people on the internet, like they're not about that. They're just showing me that they're just passionate for the sport. That's why they're watching, and that's what we need them to do is be passionate and emotionally be involved and scream at the camera. And if that's what you need to do, then that's what we need.
Yeah, and I think in the past year, like in 23, you being on Chelsea's team,
that was a
we
wild
did
ride.
you did the breakdowns, which I thought were so cool, and it's like that also kind of gave people like an inside look of like breaking down different runs and already where your head's at and the level of like your expertise And I know we've had multiple conversations about like you up in the spotters tower and like how you run it and how you do things, and it's, you know, the knowledge that you pass around with the guys. It just seems really cool, and it's cool. You're gonna be a part of the official FD family, which is crazy, you know.
Yeah, it's like I said, I never thought it'd ever get to that point. At one point, I did want to be a driver. You know what I mean? That was a thing back in the day. I won't shy away from that. But
And that was like an era of you. That was U.S. Drift, or what was the deal with that?
yeah, that was way back. That was like 2011, 12, 13. And then I think 13
What
is
was
when
before all that though?
that was just grassroots drifting with Club Blues as much as
For how long? Like since when?
I started drifting on the street. I was a street drifter, so I started drifting on the street in 2005.
And then everybody was like, "That's not cool no more."
Yeah, yeah. Well,
we have a track.
yeah, like the street drifting events actually got really big in Philadelphia when I was in them, and the guys at Club Loose told me to come to Club Loose to check it out. I went over there. They pretty much showed me that they were way better than me, and then I pretty much stayed at Club Loose the entire time, and then met Chelsea obviously in the process as well too. Started doing some traveling and stuff like that, and right around 2011 is when I was like, all right, let me see, start competing, and then as you're starting going through, you're starting seeing the money and where is it going, and you're like, all right, it's either I'm going to invest all my money into this and like almost go broke, which a lot of my friends were doing. You just don't hear about them because
What were the other? Wasn't there other events you did too, or something?
there was, I mean, there was a lot
Like
of little
demos?
competition. There was the Hot Import Night demos, Funkmaster Flex demos.
That's crazy to me. Like that stuff's like throwback.
I think for a while, me and Chelsea and another group, at the time we were all part of this group called Drift Brigade, and they took us over to Bermuda to go do a drift demo down there.
That's crazy.
We went to go do that, and just all that crazy stuff. And it's crazy that
What were they promoting down there, bro? They were like, "Yo, let's
they were
go to
doing a
Bermuda,
car
dude."
show. They were doing some crazy big car show, and like that's what was popping at that time, in that era of like
Whoever
cars.
was at that company was like, "Yo, I need a vacation." Like, bro,
They flew us
Straight
in, like the demo was done like at the airport. There was like the strip or something like that, like this this layout that we would use. So it was cool. It was really I since the beginning of drifting, I've been very fortunate to be around people that are very well established or have a really good mindset with this, and I'm just a product of like what all of us were able to kind of do with that tidal wave.
yeah, I agree, and that it was cool. You've kind of wound up here somehow, and I think that's the other thing that I think is cool about when I say, "Oh, JoJo the people." It's like also in some ways, like, you know, it's really cool to see that path because it inspires so many other people, or could inspire so many other people. Because like you just started in the grassroots, like you said.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely hard. I mean you know very well we kind of give up a lot of typical lifestyle situations in order to
Yeah,
do
there's
what we
definitely
do,
sacrifices that come with it.
But I'd be lying to anybody if I say it wasn't like some luck that was involved in there too. You definitely have to be dedicated and want to couch surf in California.
Plus, we were born. We were born on the East Coast, so
yeah,
like, we just had that.
We're
up
tough,
on that,
you know.
what I mean?
We have that grit, you know what I mean. So, and it's just really cool. It's a really cool feeling to do that, and I'm excited to see what more comes from this point because it's just been. It's just been, I mean, all of us that are involved in our own little way and our own little niches have just been clawing our way, doing really cool things. And it's cool to think that we once used to be part of the new generation and now we're the ones that are making official calls. So it's
Crazy,
it's awesome.
crazy.
Yeah, definitely awesome.
Well, I hope you're a judge I love.
It was funny because like Chelsea was telling me, he was
I
like,
hope I don't hate you.
Chelsea was like, man, like I'm really happy. Because he was one of the first people I told as soon as I found out he was even a possibility. He told me, he was like, man, I'm so happy. Like if you do judge, like I'm not driving when you judge because he thinks that I would probably judge him harder than everyone else. And probably
As someone from up here in our region, that's what happens.
Yeah.
That's the type of thing that happens.
And to be honest with you, I wanted to be a judge a while ago. But everyone knowing how good friends me and Chelsea were, I think was going to be an issue.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's the perfect storm.
Yeah.
Everything that's happening.
And he retired, and as soon as I heard that Lantin was retiring, I'm pretty sure I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna try to go after that. You know?
Yeah.
And I literally just hit up Ryan, I hit up Sage, and I was like, listen, bro, like, yada yada yada, like, this is what I'm trying to do. Like, what do you think? He got back to me. Long story short, and now we're here. You know what I mean? But he thought it was a really good idea and ran it by a couple people, and that's how it went. You know what I mean? So just another example of like, you won't know unless you ask. You know what I mean? And I reached out. I was like, you know what?
Right.
Let me ask him. And he was.
But
watching
you
our
also
show.
have the credentials. You went about it the right way and all that stuff. But that's really cool. So anyone could really do that. Like, start off from the grassroots and really build themselves up. And
you really gotta love this stuff. You really gotta like. I sometimes think I love drifting almost to a fault, to the point where I may annoy the people around me because I watch too much drifting. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a thing. You know what I mean? I just don't get tired of it, and just the fact that if you learn more, like, drifting just keeps opening up, and you see cooler and cooler lines and the evolution of drifting and how far it's come from the beginning. I mean, have you seen some of the early rounds of drifting back in like 2004, 2005? Those events?
Yeah,
compared
crazy.
to now.
When I've gone back and looked at that stuff, it actually blew my mind. Like the perspective.
Let's be honest.
Where we are, but where we are now from there, like, woo,
light years.
Crazy,
It was hard to look at. It was, and I used to look at that and be like, wow.
Yeah, I know. It looked so cool because that was the equipment, that was the technology,
Yeah.
that was everything. Like that.
And obviously, I didn't.
And that
know
was what you could do then.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about drifting that much, other than you had to go sideways, make smoke, and I didn't know the ins and outs. But seeing that, and then seeing what everyone was doing last year in 2023, how far we've come, like, and to now
1,000 horsepower cars,
and to now be a part of that,
gladiators.
Have input on like what we should be changing, or just all those conversations. I'm just very honored that I get to like put my 2 cents on that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what that's gonna look like.
We shall see.
Yeah, we shall see.
Who do you think's gonna win it this year?
I have no predictions. Every year, I think like there's like a little pool, like a secret pool going around. I'm like, I don't even get in on it because I like to see Long Beach, but Long Beach is a terrible telltale sign. It's like one of the hardest tracks. The sun plays a factor at some points in the day.
Mm-hmm.
It changes all over the track, like temperature wise.
I love Long Beach because everything's a blind turn.
Oh, I love it too, but I mean, from the driver's perspectives, I'm saying
I don't think it should be
things that I've heard.
I don't think it should be the first round though.
I don't think so either. So COVID year, when it wasn't, okay, so everyone's coming to Long Beach, new cars, new setups, for the most part. Some people have the old setups.
Yeah, we're on the same wavelength there.
But when you get there, it's just you're feeling out your car for the first time, really on that level. And then
every turn's blind.
It's weird. It's crazy. Crazy things happen. That's why I'm saying I don't like to jump into that bet until I see Atlanta. Atlanta for me is a telltale sign. It's also a hard track, and it's also like you got to have some balls to go down the hill and like send it.
Right.
But
that's gonna be sick. I can't wait to see.
But I feel like that's a good. You have to get a good read on someone there.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you definitely need like maybe 1 or 2 events before you can really start seeing who's seeing settled. And then after you see someone get settled, and this is just my opinion, right? I mean, this isn't officially how it goes, but
I know it's just from me watching it for so long.
I watch it. If
I don't really know.
If someone gets settled, and you're like, "Damn, this person's settled," right? Mm-hmm. Then I start thinking like, okay, now that they're settled, they're going to start pushing the car. Now, can the car hold? Can it withstand? Because now this guy's in the groove. You know what I mean?
Right.
Can he hold it? Can the car resist?
All right, he's found the spot.
He's found the spot.
The grip spot.
What you know what car I'm really excited to see?
Tell me.
Cash's car.
Really?
Yeah. That
Okay.
what is it? That Cadillac Corvette looking thing.
What is it?
It's like whatever the it's the cattle it's a Corvette body, but it's for the Cadillac. I forget what it's called. It's a I don't know. He did a video on it. Let me look it up.
All right, look it up. Just take a pause. No, we're not sponsored by the Andes. Yeah, the bag look like Takis now. They got the new branding.
Is your fingers all
Yeah, it is. I don't care. I'm hungry. I let him snack. I'll snack on camera if I want to. You talking about a Chevette?
Oh, there you go.
A Colette? Well, you can't drive that. What is that?
What's it, the ZZX or XLR? XLR. Those things.
What? He's driving an XLR?
Yeah.
What? The
Yeah, so
two-seater, John?
He's putting
it's Corvette. Yeah,
he's
that's
like-
right.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
But that's cool.
That's sick. Out of
That's
all the
cool.
cars, that's the one that I'm looking forward to, is to see that. So not that you're gonna get any special kudo points because I'm a judge and I like your car. You know what I mean?
Wow, you giving out style points?
Yeah, I don't know. I might, dude. That might be like, I may give him a sticker. It won't affect anything, but it'll be like a scratch and sniff or something like that.
Invite him to your school.
That's the shit, dude. And it smells like shit or something, dude. I don't know. Cash don't need to come to the school. I mean, he can come and hang out. You can bring that car.
Just saying.
You can bring that car, dude. That thing is sick. If he gets that thing working, that thing's gonna look really cool. I'm into that. It's a Corvette chassis. He's gonna put, I guess, that body on top of it, or that's, I don't know the ins and outs of it all. But if he gets it working, it's just cool because it's a different chassis that you.
I agree. You see something new.
Yeah, that's what I'm into. So
That is
I hope
exciting.
that works out for him. And I mean, I like him in the BMW 46. He's probably, I think he's probably more competitive in that. But for the cool factor, I think that XLR.
Yeah, if you're gonna stand out and do something different, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, he definitely gets kudo
Let's
points on
go.
that. You know what I mean? So like, and I don't know who else. I guess you're right. I have to see what's popping off this year to see what's going on.
Yeah, we gotta go to Long Beach and check it out.
I'll be there. Best seat of the house.
I'm gonna
baby.
be there too, baby.
Best seat of the house. I can't wait till I get on TikTok and I tell all these 13-year-olds that like what I'm gonna be doing.
I'm a judge. Stop talking to me like
Yo,
that.
they're so funny. Be like, I don't give a damn what you.
They ain't gonna care.
They're
gonna
not
be
gonna
like,
care. I don't
You're
watch
still
that.
gonna hear my
Who
opinion.
cares, bro? All right.
My opinion is right in
I
my
love
mind.
those kids. If you want to be humbled, post your videos on TikTok and let these 14 and 50-year-olds.
Rap with some Gen Zs.
They will.
Rap with some Gen Zs. See what
They
happens.
will give you a reality check. They will. Give
These
you,
are the same dudes that are out here gaming, trying to kill each other online or something.
It's
I
so
don't know.
funny. You need to be good. I'm good with comebacks. I'm good at that bidding because that's what we do in Philly. But these kids,
quick with the
these kids they're legendary status. They're so quick with it. I don't know if they just have like some sort of AI or something just ready.
They've been born and raised on that Call of Duty and all that Fortnite.
So if I can deal with them, if I can deal with these kids on TikTok, I can deal with anybody when it comes to being a judge.
I hope so. You're about to be tested.
Nah, it'll be great. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm excited for all the cameras, all the replays that I get to have.
Yeah.
Yo, let me see this.
And I'm sure we'll talk about stuff too and like check in on here and stuff and see how it's going.
And from what I've seen, you know, I mean, obviously I can't say too much, but just by talking to Ryan Sage, just by talking to some of the, you know, judges, I can see that they're definitely they're listening to the fans. They're seeing what's going on. They're making efforts to try to make it more enjoyable, more understanding, more for the people. And I think that's a really cool thing. So I'm already getting that vibe going into this, and I think that's a really good thing. So I think over time it's just going to get better and better.
Yeah, I agree, and I think this is a step in that direction too, with the you as a judge, and even the other guy coming in as a judge,
Vernon.
Vernon. So that's cool. It's cool to hear that and cool to see it. And I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait for the season to start. I'm freezing. It's cold on the East Coast.
I know,
It's just snowed. Why can't we be at FD Long Beach right now?
Only Long Beach.
In the sun, feeling good.
Because Orlando is just.
Skip that round.
I might have to
skip that round.
I have to skip that round.
I wish I could skip that round.
Orlando's just so. Yo, it's cool. The vibe is cool, but Orlando's just so. Oh my god!
I like the fans that come out, but that is it. It stops there. The fans that come out. I couldn't even think of anything else nicer to say, but that's it.
I love all my friends, everybody that lives in Florida. It's just that when someone tells me,
no, they know that track is.
When they tell me that track, my eyes immediately just roll. They're just like, ugh.
You could have heat stroke. You never know, dude. You would be seriously dehydrated.
Why isn't there another track down there?
I don't know.
I don't live there. I don't care. Whatever. That's their problem. Like, every time I go down there, I'm just like, dude, why isn't there another track here?
Yeah. Well, that's that.
Yeah. I'm excited.
So, keep you updated. Other announcements, maybe. Other announcements coming. I don't know. Or just updates during the season. I don't know. We're going to do some other stuff. But look out for some other content and other videos coming.
And other than that, all the typical. Like, subscribe, ask us some questions. This is some pretty news. So if you guys have any specific questions about this,
he's going to be so judgy now. So just judge him and ask him more questions so he can be more judgy.
And if there's something you guys really don't understand or something, like I don't know, like
that'd be cool. Yeah.
Like
definitely jump in and comment some stuff that you guys were wondering yourselves or.
I get it. Drifting's like it can be very complicated, I guess, when it comes to the competition level, and like
1,000%.
Maybe for some of us that are jaded and we don't, to us it's normal. It's I understand what's going on just because we've run around it so much. But maybe there's something that needs to be better conveyed to you guys so you guys can have a better understanding, and we can do it like in our fun way and funny way of doing it, so you guys can kind of understand and relate to it a little bit more. So if you guys have those questions, let us know, because that's ultimately what we're here for.
All right.
We will see you
next time.
Next time. Peace.
Later.